So now we begin our exploration into spatial orientation, and that needs to be very simple to begin with. And so we start with one body part in one direction to help the client learn better where they're going in space and connecting their mind and their body. So for example, front, so the hand goes front, I say front, and the eyes look at the hand. Front. So it's not here, and it's not there, and it's not there. You have to be very specific about where front is. Or side. So it's always one body part, the arm, one direction, and connect with the eyes. So when you connect with the eyes, you connect to the spine. And you connect the brain with the body. So we get body-mind integration. So let's try that together. Ready? So we're going to start very simply. I'm going to put some music on so we have a nice simple beat. So we're going to start with one arm front. So front. Right arm front. 2, 3, and 4. Left arm. 1. Look at the hand. 2. Pull the elbow back. Reach with the fingers, pull the elbow back. Reach with the fingers, pull the elbow back. Now let's go side. Side and in. Side and in. Side and in. Side and in. To the other side. Side and in. Side. In. Side. In. Side. In. Let's go up. Up. 2, 3, 4. Other side. Up. 2, 3, 4. If they have trouble lifting their arm up, you can go only as high as they can go. That's good enough. So we did up. Let's do down now. 1, down. One body part, one direction, connect with the eyes. Now I'm doing sets of 4. You could do 8. Other side. I do first one side of the body, then I do the other side of the body. That's how the brain is going to be able to put it all together. Now let's go. Front, side. Front, side. Front, side. Front, side. When I do that, I'm connecting the brain and the body, both neuromuscular pathway and physical muscles. So let's do the other side. 1, in, side. Front, side. Connecting brain and body and the eyes. Front, side, front, side. Now let's go back. Back is very difficult for them, so we practice it a lot. 1, 2. In the beginning, you'll see their arms back will be here. That's because of all of the chronic tension and lack of movement that's accumulated in the back. So we really want to articulate the movement back like that to loosen up the muscles and get the shoulder blades sliding back. So let's say we've done 4. We're going to do 4 more. 1, look, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, back, 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 set, 8, and back to the front. So let's try now connecting front, up, not front, up and side. 1, 2, up. So here, all of these different areas that we're exploring are beginning to lay down the neuromuscular pathways that are going to help them be able to do these movements well. Other side. Up, side. Look up, look side. Look up, look side. Look up, look side. Good. We could also do front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, and back. Other side. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. We could also do both at the same time. Front and side. Front and side. You could have them turn to look first to one side and then to the other. Here it's important that you help them keep their shoulders down by telling them, keep your shoulders down. This seems very simple, but for them it's a lot of new information for their bodies to be clear. This is front, this is side, this is back, or this is back, this is up, this is down. It seems overly simple, but their bodies and their minds need to hear and to move and to see all of these spaces to create the body-mind integration they need to understand and to get the brain working in a new way. It helps to structure and crystallize the brain and the body. And at the same time, because we're repeating front and up and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we're strengthening muscles, we're loosening up the range of motion, we're compressing and releasing the fascia, and that helps to open up the posture, the movement, and the mind. So there's an example of using one body part in one direction. And as you notice, I'll do first the right side, one body part, one direction with the right, one body part, the other on the left. So that way we're really making it simple and clear, both mentally and physically. So that's that. You can do that in many ways. And once they know very clearly where each direction is, then you can combine two directions together. And that's what we're going to do next. So as you've noticed, I've begun to add one body part in two directions. For example, front and side, or up and down, or front and back, or side and back, or front and up. There's many combinations. So that's the trick. The trick is to know all the different places where you can go in space, and then to move one body part in one or two directions, or maybe even three. And that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go, so that's the reason why I'm doing that is that I'm building understanding on a mental level, as well as clarity in the mind about where a place is in space. And by connecting two different places, I'm creating a new challenge, a complexity, both on the physical and the mental level. And that's very important because that's what's training their brain to become more structured and clear. And it's also training their body to begin to become more crystallized. It's not just it's not here. It's front, it's side, and that's all connecting with the spine because we're using the eyes to connect to the hand. So to do each part very clearly and build gradually using all of the directions is really what one body part in one direction is all about. And now we've done it mostly with the arms. We can do it with the legs, and I'm going to show you that later. But first I want to continue now and start adding. So once they can do front, side, where you can see that the body is moving that connection well, that it's not, that you can see integration, then we can add something new. I like to add diagonal. So we have front, side, diagonal. Front, and really show them where the diagonal is. Front, side, center, diagonal, center, front, side, center, diagonal. Look at all the work that is going on around the shoulder girdle, the shoulder blade, the mind. It's good stuff. So let's do the other side. Front, side, diagonal. And you'll see if you're right-handed, the left side, even for you, is not as good as the right side. So we need to practice it too, right? Front, name it so they hear it. Go there with the body. See it with the eyes. That's what brings the integration and the crystallization on a physical level and a mental level. That is what's going to improve their mobility over time, their balance and their coordination, their confidence. And it's also going to structure their thinking and make their thinking more clear. Isn't that awesome? Let's do it again. So front, side, diagonal. Not only that, it's fun. Front, side, diagonal. And you'll see with the repetition from 1 week to another that they get better at it. And when they get better at it, it's because the neuromuscular patterning is sinking in. The message to the muscle, the pathway that it takes is sinking in. It's becoming integrated. Ta, ta. Good. Now let's try this. The back, moving back, let's say side. Now you've got to make sure that you're not letting them do the exercise like this, because this is really useless, because this is just giving them tension in the neck and it's not working the shoulder blade. So I like to add this cue. Down to go out. Not out, but down to go out. Down to go back. So side, back, side, back. This is difficult, even for me. Back, side, back. So I tend to do the back a little bit more repetitions so they get more practice. Side and back, and side and back. Let's do the other side. Side, back. Look, name it, go there, look at it. Side, center, back, center, side, center, back, center, side, center. That's burn it into the brain and the body. Side, back, side, back. Good. Let's add another direction. So we're going to go front, side, diagonal, across, diagonal, across. So as you can see here, all the movements that I'm doing are really beginning to work the full range of motion of the shoulder and the scapula. Across. So this is side, across. Let's do it to the other side. Front, side, diagonal, across. Diagonal, across. Diagonal, across. Diagonal, across. When I go across like this, all of these core muscles are working, especially if I keep my shoulder blade down. So you have to teach them that. You have to get them to feel the core. That's why in the warm-up, we pull the belly button in and connect to the core. So you see how I'm building step by step the awareness and then connecting all these new challenges on top of awareness that we integrate both in the body and the mind. So let's do this side combination. Where was I? Like this. Front, side, diagonal, across. And guess where we're going to go next? Back. So let's try it on the left this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might have to slow it down because they're not used to remembering. See, so here now we're working their memory. front, side, diagonal, across, back, front, side, diagonal, across, back. Let's do the other side. Front, side, diagonal, across, back. Follow with the eyes. Look, look, be clear, look. Pas n'importe où, not anywhere. Front, side, diagonal, across, and back. You can either slow it down if that's what they need, and sometimes it's fun also to do it a little faster. So let me just show you. Slowly, 1, side, diagonal, across, back, and front, and side, and cross, and back, and front, and side, diagonal, across, and back. And you'll see they get all mixed up.